Beekeepers, even on my worst day, I can still outperform you. It's March 3rd, and we've had another cold spell. And I'll show you this real quick, then I gotta pause this. This is a colony that I assessed that was large enough to stay outside. And there's no honey in the deep, but they had a medium up above the shim here that I have in between the medium and the deep. But the cluster didn't go up into that honey, and they got cold. And I thought, I got to this colony around 9:30. I was out cleaning out bottoms of hives, and I figured I'd check them to see if they were alive when I got to it. And this happened to be towards the end. I got to it around 9:30. I put a hair dryer on it on low setting when I brought it in. I thought, okay, well, 10 minutes after I did that, there's still nothing. So I went out and I finished what I was doing. And you see, they are slowly coming back to life. And I've got to get these back in the hive. Here's the queen right there. And the question is, will she make it or not? I don't know. And then, hey, for all you people that think all drones are evicted before winter, here's a drone. Now, is this a drone that's newly hatched? I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. I think this drone survived all winter in this colony. So let me pause this. I got to put this hive back together. It looks like I can probably install another queen into this colony here. This is an old queen. Let me show you again. So I wasn't going to use her for honey this year. Well, her wing is tattered. You can't really see it, but here. There, see her wings? She's an old queen, so she wasn't going to make any honey, but she would have been used for just breeding, mating nukes, so it's still kind of a loss, but it's not a serious financial loss for me. Okay, let me pause this and I'll put this hive back together. Okay, I got the bees back in there. What I like to do when I know that they're going to come back to life, I like to give them some warm sugar water that's been in the house. Don't give them cold sugar water. You just sprinkle it on or spray it on. Give them a little bit. That'll help revive them. And here's another thing. A bee brusher. Sometimes they're a pain in the ass. The bees will stick to the bristles of the brush. And I like to use these index card dividers when I just scrape up bees and then get two of these together. And you can use one as a scoop to scoop up bees, get them back in there. See, my wife is at work, and I got to make sure all these bees are in the hive before she comes home because she does not like getting stung. She's going to end up going to the hospital. So anyway, I'm going to give this colony some syrup, and I'm going to pause again. Okay, here's the medium that was on that hive for that colony, and these are all full of honey. And there was sugar and pollen substitute between this and the deep. For instance, right here is an example. I had these shims in there, and that way I can check the size of the colony. I'm going to continue doing that, even though I had an issue with this colony. The colony wasn't smart enough to go up into the super to grab. And sometimes you get little teeny clusters of bees. They got caught all by themselves, and I don't know if they'll come back to life or not. But anyway, that's that colony, and it's coming back to life, so it wasn't really a dead out. These are the colonies that I assessed when I was giving them honey. I knew which ones were small and couldn't handle temperatures in the teens. We had overnight temperatures in the teens. So I brought these in last evening. And here's the colonies that were on the deck, half of them. I've gone through these, checked for queens, and I'm looking for more. And I was planning on doing these today, see if they had a queen. So all these right here on this wall, on my north wall here, were on the deck. Now they're inside where it's safe from the cold. It's in the 30s today, so they're not going out until it's warm again. It's supposed to be in the 50s this weekend with rain, so if it's going to rain, I'm not even going to bring them out. And here's what I did today. Because I knew the bees were clustered, that's the best time to clean out the bottom screen. I went through, I started down here because I wanted to get to them before the sun got to the hive and warmed up the hive. So at 8 o'clock, I started right here. And as I went through these, I checked to make sure the bees were alive. sometimes after you scrape it, all you got to do is just lift the lid, the hive cover, and you just listen. And if you've got the colony active by scraping out the bottom of the hive, you'll hear them. So I went through all these right here. I went through those. And then I went quickly, well, not quickly. It took me about an hour to do those. It takes 5, sometimes 10 minutes to get all the dead bees out, depending on how long it's been since you cleaned them out. And then I went, here's the puppy my wife brought home. That's why it slows me down. She's always chasing after the ducks and chickens, and I gotta stop her. So I did those there, and 37 was about towards the end. And it was about 9:30 when I got to there, and then got over here to, boy, it's a good thing I wear raggedy clothes around my bees, because she's ripping my clothes all the time. See, the amount of dead bees that you can get out of the hive, these right here, I've cleaned these out every month, but some of these that were inside it, I wasn't able to clean them out. But even when you clean them out every month, you still get a lot of dead bees. And a lot of that, I keep telling you guys, is because of the toxic chemicals in the environment. The chemicals are in your body too, and it's going to quickly cause you to get cancer, more than likely. Look at this one here. These haven't been cleaned up probably all winter. That's why I make my own queens, make new colonies during the summer. They don't get very large, so that's why I bring them in, so that when they get small during the winter, they won't get chilled and die. I know this one's alive. And then you have to assess, when you bring them out, are they large enough for the temperatures? See, it's not a large colony. It's a new colony from last year. Oh, they did go up into the super. But I assessed they were large enough for the teens, and I was right. That one colony, number 37, they were large enough. They just didn't do what they should have done, so I didn't do anything wrong. So again, on my worst day, I'm still outperforming the rest of you, okay? Thank you.